Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. We finally got some much needed sun this afternoon here in the Adirondacks. It has been rain. This is day 9 for me out, and 7 of them have been rain. And it rained earlier today. I got up this morning, it was sunny. I'm like, yes, finally, because my solar really needs it. And a half hour later, it opened up and rained. And finally, we are now at dinner time, about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and the clouds have moved off and we finally got some sun. But it's dinner time here, and Kathy sent me something to try. So we're going to have shelf-to-table pulled pork sandwich tonight for dinner. Follow along. Okay, direction says remove oxygen absorber and add hot water approximately 3/4 of a cup and let set for 10 minutes. So let's do that. It's been a while since I've had a pulled pork sandwich. There's the oxidizer. And here is my hot water. So I can smell it already. So I'm going to seal it up, make sure it's sealed good, and then I'm going to get the water moving around there, and I'm going to let it set for the 10 minutes. Also what I'm going to do is I'm going to toast my bun. I got the grill going on low. I'm going to toast my buns. This is going to be hopefully pretty good. It has been a trying week out here in Adirondacks. This is my site right here at Horseshoe. Finally, I get into Horseshoe. This is my 3rd time that I've came up here, and the first time I've been able to get into Horseshoe. All the sites have been taken all the other times. And so, yes, this is my favorite site here at Horseshoe. It doesn't look like much, but I do love it. And my solar, we finally got some sun, so my solar's sucking up as much as possible because what a week. I'm going to tell you, the Adirondacks is turning into a rainforest this year. Not only did we have the devastating flooding in Long Lake, which I was just down there yesterday, went down there, stopped at some of the stores and spent some money down there because these little places up here rely on the tourist money every summer, and they have been bashed this year. And, you know, the past week, 9 days I've been out, 7 of them have been rain, and I am on my backup camera because I lost my other camera. I was on Taylor Pond the other day and a storm came in and I had to ditch the kayak up onto a beach, pull it up into the woods, and by the time I got the camera and everything under cover, it was pouring, and I sat on a rock there for about 25 minutes waiting for the storm to go past. And when I got back to the camper that night, I went to plug it into the computer, and the computer came up with an error. Nothing on the camera. The camera's no good anymore, which, you know, I bought that camera when I first started my channel, and it has lasted that long, so I guess I can't complain. But I did lose that video, and then the day before I went to go up Silver Lake Mountain and got almost to the top when my phone went off with a weather alert and severe weather coming in. Thank God, because we only caught part of it, but enough of it, and poured more rain down. So it has been a trying week with all the rain and paddling in the rain, hiking in the rain, and you know, that happens, but the other stuff that happens, I'm going to tell you. I went to Macomb Reservation Campground. I did that review on it, and the neighbors that I had around me were great people, nice people, but there were so many obnoxious people in this campground, speeding all around, playing loud music, loud, obnoxious generators, barking dogs. They tie their dog to a tree, both of them, and then they sit on the other side of the site while the dogs just sit there and bark, and they don't do anything about it. This caretaker didn't do anything about it. So it's always nice to get out, and I appreciate getting out, but you know, with the bad weather and then that stuff happening, and then the next campground I went to, and this I'm baffled by, but so I was backed into a site. I had two guys on this side of me at this campground with a old Pontiac, or no, what is it, a Saturn View, and all they did was sit around the campfire all day and smoke pot. And guess what? I had two guys in a tent on this side of me that sat around the campfire all day and smoked pot. And then I had two guys across the road from me in an old Nissan Sentra that all they did was sit around the campfire and smoke pot all day. Those three just sitting there and not smelling that, you know, I'm not against you smoking pot. If you want to do that, go right ahead. I don't care. But I got my fill in college, and I'm sitting at my site. I had to keep the doors closed on my camper because of the smell, constant smell of pot all the time. You know, I got up one morning and it was sprinkling, so I sat underneath the awning with my coffee, and I'm like, ah, and all of a sudden, not 5 minutes later, I could smell freaking pot again. And after a while, it just, you have to get up and leave your own campsite because it was nothing but pot. And those guys did that. These guys packed up the day that I left. The guys over here packed up the day before I left. And the guys across there, we're still there smoking pot when I left. And none of them interacted with each other. Matter of fact, I did meet the guys on this side of me. They were decent guys. But every day I would leave, when I would come back, they would, where'd you go today, dude? Oh, no, bro. That's what it was. Where'd you go today, bro? And I'm like, oh, I hiked up Silver Lake Mountain. Oh, cool. And they want to do, you know, I don't know what they were doing out there, but that's what and it just drove me nuts. Just that constant smell. And I went down to the store in Blackbrook. There's the store's in an old church there, and I ended up getting a scented candle to put in the camper. I bought a scented candle for the freaking camper because of the pot smell, constant pot smell. But the rain, you know, that's enough to annoy you. But then have all these campers around you that annoy you too. It really tries you, it really pushes you. But finally today, I got the horseshoe yesterday, and I got all set up, and it rained all afternoon, rained all night, and then this morning I got up and the sun was shining, and I'm like, yes! So I packed up my truck to go camping, or go paddling, and it started pouring again. Can't escape it. Let's check on this pulled pork and see how well Kathy did this time. It's been just about 10 minutes. Let's take a look at this. See how it is. Ooh. Oh, look at that in there. So we're going to pull that out, put it on, or just dump it onto the sandwich, I guess. There's not any water that's left over, so I used the right amount of water. And I have enough in here for a few sandwiches. All right. It's been a while since I had a pulled pork sandwich, but we are going to try it and see what happens here. So there it is. Pulled pork sandwich from shelf to table. I have not had one of these yet from shelf to table. I've had pulled pork sandwiches before, but I've never had one from shelf to table. Kathy sent me this to, yeah, all right, that's good. Kathy sent me this to try out, so let's try it out. Let's try it this way. One thing I might add, I should have added, but I don't have any with me. Put a little sauce on it, like I don't know, like maybe a barbecue sauce, some sort of, just a little bit of sauce on there with the sandwich. That probably would have tasted good, but I don't have any with me. But yeah, this is good. Matter of fact, I think I got one more bun left. I'm going to make another sandwich. So this is really good. Got to have your drink to wash it down. So it says great by itself or in a sandwich, nachos, or other favorite recipes. Shelf to table pulled pork. Shelf to table has all sorts of goodies there. Other meats, they have ham, there was meatloaf. I did the burger and taco meat and fajita meat. They also have vegetables like peas and corn. A lot of good products there. Shelf to table, it's a small company in the Midwest. Kathy, good job on this. It's really good. I'm going to make another one after this, but Shelf to Table, go to shelftotable.com, check them out, look it over. If you order anything, you can use my code 80K10. You'll get 10% off your order. And so I am going to go and make another sandwich, but it's really good. It's really good. I promise you, you'll have a lot of good choices on that website. So you go there, shelftotable.com, use my code 80K10. All right, folks, you watched all the way through. Thanks for that. If you liked the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button down below. Continue to follow the adventure. And remember, folks, tomorrow is no guarantee for any one of us. So disconnect from that Wi-Fi, connect to this out here. You won't be disappointed.